Fumes are running so high, I don't wanna be alive. There's never a right time disguising the outside. What's going on inside, losing track of my own mind.
Get anyone as the counter clash is there, and but the deadlock tries to steal his teammate away, but he's gonna be surviving immediately with the team playing hard. He's just gonna deal some damage, but he's gonna be easily taken out. And OOT just way too aggressive. Ay ay yeah.
Oh, I see the vision.
Welcome, one and all, to the Reyna's Overdrive! As we now have quite an interesting game for you today, I assure you this tournament has good shots, a greater prize pool, and the bestest of casters because I'm not alone. My name is Nitera and I'm joined with Minnie today. So how are we doing as I am lagging on screen?
We're doing good today. It's gonna be an exciting opening day. We got YARI versus REY Esports today, so it's definitely one of the bigger games, I'd say. YARI being a big team, REY being also another big team. So, yeah. So let's get started with Overdrive first of all. So, what is Overdrive? What is the format? So, group stage. This is where we begin. This is where everything begins. We have I think 4 groups of 6 teams, and then they all play each other, and the top 2 teams in each group goes on to the next stage to compete in a single elimination bracket.
Ooh, I really love that. And I think you've already mentioned our teams for today. The Reynas versus YARI Esports here. I'm going to give you a brief introduction on YARI today, as they are one of the brand new teams to enter the Reynas tournament series. Their previous roster is actually currently in VCL, and they all just came back of winning a Insomnia LAN after a huge, breathtaking performance there. So with this brand new roster being their first, they've got something to prove against kind of the heavy hitters of the league. And some of the key players to note, obviously, we have Sob, Marky, and Danny, who are fantastic in this. But, you know what, enough about that shilling, because I think you want to show me what the Reynas can do.
Yeah, so REY Esports, one of the original teams of the Reynas. I'm currently a member of Team Prolific, which is one of the sister teams of REY Esports, so I know quite a bit about them. They got 3rd place in the qualifiers for the season, and they got 5th place in the last tournament from the Shadows. They have a brand new IGL, Jay, coming in, a new head coach from the, I believe it was the analyst slot. Kai is coming in as head coach. And we have a new 6th on that team called Mac. And of course, some of the key players that have to be mentioned is Zipix, the crazy shooter duelist, Maui, the crazy shooter initiator, and Jay, the new IGL. So it's going to be very exciting to see what comes out from them.
Ooh, I mean, you know, all these talk about all these players, so many good players, but, you know, I only have like so many favorites, right? And there are just some favorites that are in different places. I kind of wish I can put them all together, and thankfully I have that spot there because we now have our own fantasy league right here on the Eagle app here. You can actually go ahead and try and pick out your teams from there. But you know what, let me talk to you about my selection first. Are you excited, Minis? Because I've got a few of the best here. I've got like Pedals from Free Ops, Smile from Team Colossus, Golak as well, Zipix from REY Esports, and I gotta put an Academy member here, Dex, onto the field.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I'm liking that. Zipix, obviously. I love that pick.
Correct.
Such an absolute shooter that guy is. Yeah, honestly, Dex as well, great player. And I think I also have Pedals on my fantasy team. Yeah, I do actually.
Yo.
Let me
Great taste,
let me
great
run you
taste.
through my team. Yeah.
Right.
Zipix, of course. I got Kosa from Team Prolific, of course, personal bias. I also got Miguel, as the initiator from Team Prolific as well. And then I got Jamal from Veneer, and I got Petals as well from Free Orbs. So what are we saying?
What? You pick your teams based on their composition and position? No. I picked my team because I like these players, and I think they gel well. That's all. That's all in my head.
That's fair.
Okay, hold on.
That.
On 3, tell me who your captain is, alright? 1, 2, 3, Pedals.
Kosa. Oh!
No! I call Pedals!
That's fair. I mean, Kosa is our captain for Team Prolific, so of course I got personal bias
Okay,
for him.
I'll give it to you. You know, it's fair choice. But honestly, I think in my lineup, I think Pedals is just one of the more all-rounded players in the team. They excel in obviously their own specific areas, but kind of felt correct to put in Pedals and Freeorb. But you know what? Enough said. That is my team. So if you don't know what team you're going for, why not you guys go ahead to the link in chat right now, pick yourself up an account, and make your own fantasy league because I kind of want to see my team go up against yours. And gotta say, someone needs to prove me wrong. I should be at a thousand deaths for a reason, and I gotta put my money where it's worth. Oh right, I'm just hearing. there is actually a really interesting thing. If you guys are top 3 in this fantasy league, actually $100 is right around the corner for you all. So I'm kind of excited to see whether any of you can topple, the cast side of things. We've got something going for you. And I don't know, Mini, any parting words before we smash some noobs?
I'm just saying, good luck to you guys all. I hope I win. I hope one of my caster friends win. But obviously, winner takes all. It's all fair competition. So make sure you sign up. It's gonna be a great time.
Hey, they've got to go against my Zifix and my team and my decks. I'm just saying, Pedal's got them all covered with that captain slot. So, see you guys for that. But otherwise, we've got quite the game coming up for you. Enough of that fantasy league, because I want to see some real action coming in. None of that fantasy nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, like if we go to some of the main teams, I mean, there's just so much to talk about in this tournament. There's just, I mean, what can I say? What can I say? Going over here, we got YARI, EXO, Oasis, REY, Revolt, and Royal Legion. That is a stacked Group B, I must say. YARI and EXO, I mean, I've heard great things about them. They're just some of the most dominant teams by reputation coming into this tournament. Oasis, a previous top contender for the top positions in previous Reyna
Yes,
tournaments.
the top contender, yes, for the
Yeah,
top
yeah.
position. Yeah, and we have quite a little bit more to share as well. I mean, Minis, you want to carry on that? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, Oasis also won from the shadows as well, which is also quite interesting. REY, of course, I hyped them up quite a bit. I don't know much about Revolt, to be honest, but I've heard they're pretty good. And Royal Legion, I've also heard they are very, very good as well.
But of course, that's just only in Group B, by the way. I mean, I have my favorites from Group B. I mean, no shot. REY is definitely up there. I mean, part of the namesake, right? The Reynas, Into the Shadows, the Reynas, Overdrive. Yeah, no, we get it. But of course, on the other side, Team A, Team Prolific coming in down right there. The sub team like you were mentioning, Elysian Esports is there as well. So I've got something really eye-catching for myself to look at later on. A favorite of mine, having casted a lot of their games as well, Twisted Saint Esports, and of course the rest of them, Bubbles Gaming and Surely Tragic. They've got something to hold out. Now, Veneer GG is gonna be my dark horse pick though, because I'm not too sure what they're cooking up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure on Veneer, but I've heard Elysian have a very new roster as well. Team Prolific also coming in with quite a hot new roster. Twisted Saints, I mean, always a classic. The Team Prolific Twisted Saints rivalry has been going on for a long time and won't ever stop. Surely Tragic has one of the old REY players, Zawi, in that team, so it's going to be interesting to see how Team Prolific does match up against them. But it's going to be very, very fun. So yeah.
Got a lot looking forward to that, but that is kind of where we are standing amongst all of the competitors for Group A and Group B. So otherwise, I mean, it's gonna come down to who takes this first game in their first rounds, because everything's fresh on the board. 0-0, nothing is out there. We need some information here. We need some games to really come about, and so we have an idea of who's doing what and how well they're really standing up against their group. I mean, we've all talked about this. Group B is one of the most hellish brackets when it comes to the Overdrive here, but how bad is it really when it comes down to it is the question, right? Like, maybe the teams are just nicely packed in there and we will know how it is. But with that being said, if I want to talk about the games, we need to talk about the next best thing, the map bans. And so as we take a look at that real quick here, we're gonna see the loadout right now they're going for. Yari's gonna be the one on the left here, REY Esports on the right.
Yeah, I mean, I believe like with map bans, yeah, Breeze, that's classic one to go first. Usually teams ban that map because nobody likes it. Thank God it's going in the next patch. Split, the next one to be going, kind of an interesting one. That's the close range battles gone from REY Esports. You know their shooters that eliminates pretty much a lot of judge abilities. And shotguns, yeah.
Bind, first pick. Now, this is one I didn't really see coming. Obviously, a very safe pick from YARI Esports. I mean, you definitely can't go wrong. But you would think something like I don't know, a little bit of ascending up the ladder here might be something they want to try and do. Might be a more safer pick, something that everyone knows. But confidence is key, and maybe Bind is just much better than them. Second pick coming in from REY Esports, Lotus. Lovely map, lots of different ways to access it. Probably my favorite map given how many memes we've come up from that and spawned from it. So, what is your thoughts on third map? What is your thoughts? I'm feeling a lot of spiciness here. Maybe ice, but never mind. YARI is banned Icebox.
Yeah, I mean, YARI actually banning the aimer maps is an interesting choice against REY. Shows that they just don't want to give Xyp9x a chance to shoot back. And we have Ascent as a ban from REY Esports, taking us into the third map, which will be Sunset if it goes 1-1, obviously. So Bind actually being kind of one of those lottery maps where any composition goes, to be honest. Any composition goes on Bind. Teams are experimenting so much with it. Lotus, obviously, there's pretty much a lot of defaults. I do remember that REY were running a neon on that map. Maybe it changed, maybe they didn't. But yeah, I mean, Sunset, another one of those maps where the team comps kind of vary a little bit. So we're just gonna have to see what happens.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for Sunset and Lotus. These are maps that I thought. Again, Bind is the one that I'm just confused at because, like, if you want a default map, Ascent would have definitely been key here. But I think YARI is just not very sure that they can, when it comes to pure and raw skill, I don't think they can kind of contest REY Esports. Or maybe they just don't have, like, a spicy composition coming up to surprise them. And that is just one thing that maybe is the reason why Bind is picked up. But again, Lotus, Sunset, all for it. Fun maps to play around, fun maps to cast around.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested with the Bind pick as well because of just how chaotic the map can be at times and just how slow it can be at times. And you kind of have to keep guessing with the teleporters as well. Like, are they A, are they B? And even if you do know they're A, they could just TP to B instantly and you'll be just so far behind. So it's one of those things where Bind, you got to keep on your toes, keep the enemy guessing where you're going. And yeah, it's just going to be a fun time in general.
Alright, but with that being said though, it looks like YARI Esports will be taking offense for all three maps here, which I mean, last I checked, REY Esports, strong offense, really knows how to take the lead here. So I'm excited to see how they really turn this around. Now, once again, just for a refresher, REY will be on the left side here on the defense, and of course YARI will be on the right side as the attackers. So let's get to it.
Yeah. Oh, we're seeing a Clove pick come in from our REY IGLJ here.
I have no idea what she does.
Really? Oh my goodness.
Full disclosure, I have no idea what Clove does. I have not touched this game for quite a bit, so I'm a little bit behind in terms of what she can do. I've seen a few things, and it's quite fun, but one thing I am kind of going to note here is REY not having their coach as Ollie. Where is Ollie? Like,
Yeah, so Ollie actually hasn't been the coach for REY for some time. It's Kai as the head coach for REY now. So yeah, we're just gonna have to see what they have been cooking, especially with this Clove. Let me give you a quick rundown.
Oh,
of
please.
what those abilities are. Yeah, so she's got like brim type smoke, so she brings up a little kind of
It's from
iPad.
Sky.
It's not kind of an iPad. Yeah, it's from the sky. She only gets 2 smokes. And she can place both down at the same time. She has an ability called Pick Me Up, where once you eliminate a enemy player, or if you get an assist on them as well, you can heal up to 100 extra health. And,
Right.
And yeah.
Get a few picks here and there for our first round here, because pistol rounds, where can you possibly change this formula here? Just want to make it fast, quick, and easy for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, especially on Bind, I've seen so many different types of pistol rounds being going, so we're gonna have to see how YARI does take this pistol round, and how REY does take this pistol round, and how they incorporate Clove into some of these plays, because it is a little bit difficult, because her their decay orb actually just doesn't bounce for that long, so we'll just have to see.
Ooh, here we go. First one coming in hot and heavy. We have a little bit of a birdish situation here. We aren't seeing anything else here as Sop is going to take position here. Really like how they're positioning themselves next to the wall here. They have the opportunity to go in, but remember, they are the attackers. They have to push forward here. Dizzy coming out here, Wingman as well, trying to scout out how many of them. I think they do have information for 2. The bird comes in here. They go take 1. Nicely done coming for YARI as they are going to wait around here. All taken up here. Looks like this is going to be the B push that they really want to see, but looky, we have a lone Viper and a lone Omen kind of converge back on A, maybe trying to fake something. Wolf's out, checks for information. Maui's being spotted out for 1.
Yeah, here comes the TP play. Like I said, we're going to be going over
right.
to the A side now. Yeah, we got Solo and that Clam as well, just trying to hold it down. But it looks like we're going to go for a retake play anyway.
Yeah, nicely.
wow.
Woo! Coming in, YARI. Let's go. That beautiful goes for 2 right now. From the corner and a third one from there. Nicely done. This is fantastic coming from YARI's first round here as they are going to dodge just a little bit too close for comfort with the nades right there. He turns around the corner. He's going to get paranoia, but he's in a great position. Jay wraps around there. Does see Dani there, but just not going to pick out that. Wingman's going to try and distract him a bit, but ooh, really needed to focus themselves on it. That Wingman, that distraction, just beautifully done. YARI had that so well.
Yeah, Marky especially getting that 3k through that smoke onto heaven as the next one as well. Just standing on top of the same box as well. Honestly, beautiful play from YARI. Just even taking B long and then doing the TP after confirming the first kill. That's what you want to see on this map. Just keep
100%.
Rey guessing. Yeah.
I'm really happy to see some of the options being taken here. The one thing that I'm still a little confused on their picks is Viper though. Want to run me through that? I mean, the nerfs seem really hard and heavy, so I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, I mean, Viper did get nerfed, but I mean, now she is in... She's not as powerful as she used to be, but she definitely is still powerful enough. I mean, I've always said this. Viper's still viable.
Ooh, okay, you know what? I'll hold you to your word. Because right now it looks like they're gonna try and make something work here as well, and it's through the smoke, just absolutely nothing. YARI's gonna have to wrap around here back towards A side with their 2 other, lurkers right now, which are now they've regrouped. They are gonna try and push in. REY is insane, trying to go in for the aggression here. They do not make it out with 1 but 2 of their players down here. YARI's going forward into this, and now they have the advantage. Spring in. Zip6 is just trying to make something work here, but from the back, Marky picks him up. Another one, no, does not. Jay picks it up for himself, and now we're back at it with 4v1. Sorry, I was speaking too soon as we have the last one here. Clam has to come here around, but no, from the corner through the wall, that Guardian makes his headshot.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Rey just sat down short for that long and unfortunately got picked off, even though they had kind of a timing. They had such a good read on YARI, and I mean, they were just standing there waiting for them pretty much. That's a bit unfortunate, but again, that's round 2 conversion for YARI.
I mean, yeah, generally speaking, it's the round you win, you're more or less guaranteed the next few rounds, potentially a 3rd round as well. The one thing I'm surprised that I almost heard myself say was that REY had the discipline to wait, which is not like them at all. Trash is coming out so early, coming with hacks right now, as we are gonna see you can find his mark. Nope, unfortunately not able to. But hey, free pickup on that ultimate here, and they might be able to try and scout it out. But they're not finding a mark. Soap sees 1, wants to try and make his mark somewhere, but the bullet's just not connecting. Bird comes out. Ooh, YARI knows. Sticks is just right around Hookah, and if he enters here, he's gonna be able to see Maui. But Maui's in such a weird position where he has to contest so many people once they pop out. Oop,
Yeah, here we go.
Out.
3 people on B side right now.
Satchel?
Executing anyway.
1 pickup from absolutely nowhere here. The Trasher comes in. He's not gonna fight anyone, but he does understand that it's 1. Sprays and prays here. Solo's down for 1. Clam's coming wrap around the corner through the smoke. Maybe pick up someone. Or are they gonna wait? Spike planted. Sprays in. Does not get it out. And now the situation looks spicy here. There's nothing they can do here. It's beautifully executed here. And REY's back foot. Alarm bot out.
YARI pushing up now into elbow. Here we go. Going to go for the swing. Marky gets 3.
Marky for 4 maybe comes out. We do see a nade coming in. Toxin soaks, and there we go. Marky for 4 stops stealing the last one here. Come on, Subs. That was Marky's ace here. I just gotta give it to him.
Yeah, that's round 3 conversion for YARI. Looking so strong right now. Barely losing any players in any of these rounds, to be honest. I mean, it's going to be tough for REY to keep converting. Yeah, I mean, we're just not seeing them take the space that they need to take to at least shut down YARI to make them waste more util for the side.
Ooh, and I'm really hoping that he can turn this around here because while I did say REY is much more offensive driven, I don't really want to put in a position where it's 12-0 in a sense. You know, definitely they can win a few rounds here. Don't get me wrong. I'm just not here to see them crumble themselves forward with like some ridiculous number. Right now, 3-0 is a great place for them to try and see and feel their enemies out, and they have information now, so maybe they can do it. One Sky out, the bird is out as well, and so they now know that, you know, resources are running a little bit thinner on the side of YARI here as they do wait out. Smokes out, coming from Clove, and oh! Marky, where are you at?
I mean, just a beautiful couple of shots through the smoke. Unfortunately, Solo getting caught up. Xyp9x is going for the push and sees nothing. He's got the information that they are either short or going towards B. And Jay up on Heaven sees nothing, so they should know that it's going to be a B hit right now. Clam is going to be taking the first contact here. Shot goes a little bit wide.
Oh, it's just a very nice angle there, just missing it by a little bit. Turns around corner, he just gets 2 shots off. Does not make it work here, unfortunately. And they have YARI with 2 players up against them right now. This is going to be a little bit rough for REY as he has going to swing around. YARI swings for one more, and now we're into the last situation with Xyp9x as the last player. Now, I do remember you saying something about Xyp9x having crazy aim here, and I don't know if he can really make it work with a Sheriff and a Dream. As I said.
Yeah. A little bit of a difficult one for Xyp9x right there. I mean, there's round 4 conversion, but that was an eco for REY. Taking a timeout here. All right.
Rightfully so. I mean, I think I've always talked to a few of my caster friends. I don't know if you heard this one. Watching Abyss always told me, you know what? 6 rounds for players to really feel their enemies, you know, understand the teams and whatnot. And I think 4 might be a little too early based on that. But at the same time, they need to stop that momentum, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now the way we're seeing it, it's just YARI is walking all over REY. I'd like to see REY take a little bit of more power on the extremities of the map, like maybe long or shower, because they are just, I mean, YARI's just running up there pretty much, using minimal util and not really getting stopped by REY. So I want to see if they make that adaptation to reinforce a couple spaces, because as we saw, they are not taking hooker or short really. It's a lot of pressure on showers and long, so if REY can deliver that pressure back, then some of that early util can be used from Sky and they'll have less for post plant, and maybe it'll give them a chance. I want to see some couple of combos from Clove and REY come in as well, maybe with like a decay nade type thing. So yeah, it'd just be interesting to see what type of adaptation they make, but they're going to go for a 3-2 AB split right now, and let's just see how their setup differs this time around.
Right, we are going to see whether that's going to help them in the long run here. But at least from what I'm seeing right now, the one thing that they really have to pull themselves together now is REY supposed to figure out whether discipline is the name of the game for them, or is it going to just be an all-out brawl here. And it looks like all-out brawl is what they really want to do. Getting Prong solo, Danny going down unfortunately to pick this one up, and Xyp9x as well. And so now 3v3 situation, 1 down for Jay. YARI has to take the trade right now, and there we go. This is a 2v2 situation. Omen's looking a little bit low. Danny's gonna wrap around Hookah and understand situation. The wall is up here, and Kam is waiting. Sees 1, goes for 1, goes for 2 right now. And REY is now finally on the board on the side of defenders. Now, am I right to say that they should really figure out what they want to do and stick with it? Maybe, but gotta say it is good to see REY back into the aggressive mentality.
Yeah, honestly, great play. They went from, I mean, just kind of getting unlucky, getting kind of peeked or taken out through smokes, and they actually did contest short, and got pretty lucky with it, and just kind of got them mowed down, to be honest. Very well played from REY, and yeah, that's what helped them eventually convert that round. Clamber getting a nice 2 picks as well. Here we go, early util from Gecko.
No rush. No downsides. Just throw it out. Wingman checking it out. No, nothing to see. There we go. Goodbye. And right now, it looks like they are pushing into hookah. These crazy players are now sitting in what should be YARI's home turf. They see one on Clam and they have information. It's gonna have to inform everyone there's at least one, potentially two. Sees around the corner here. Maui's already waiting for the opportunity. Hoping through the walls. Does not make anything work, but just nicks for one on Maui here. Not too good. Rey is just in such a weird spot once again here. I mean, they were so aggressive before, and why didn't they follow up with that is beyond me. Wolf comes out, does not get information here, sees one, but does not know there's another one. Maui coming in, trying to spray and pray here. Marky making marks, nades out, does not find his mark unfortunately here, as Maui is able to just back away. The bird does not help them out, but he's able to spray through the box here, and look at the HPs. It's just insane that they're going to contest this and continue to just hold on to it.
Yeah, here we go. Execution onto A side now.
Oh,
Rey just trying to battle it out. The wingman goes down. So just trying to hold on now. Getting the manual plant down. Get so much util going on. Jay getting the spray onto Marky. Saw that position before. Gecko Wall goes out. Here we go. Fight. All out brawl.
stop. Stop. The paranoia comes out, he has to wait for the back. Clover's in a great position here to try and support his team here as we do look around the corner. The rooms, the lamps, he's not there, he's behind. You need to go get it. Protecting all of that right now though. We are gonna see Jay just try and swing around here to see if he can find anyone. The wingman is there, he does know that goes out, goes very nicely done onto Slice here. Tricks another one, unfortunately does not pick it up. And we have ourselves a winner for this round. Now 4 games up, it is going to be YARI Esports.
Yeah, I mean, that round was a very, very impressive round from REY. I mean, there was so much pressure created on Maui and Clam on that B site earlier in the round, where they got pretty much almost taken out of the game immediately. 30 HP on both of them, I think it was, something like that. And they were both just hiding on site, just getting absolutely mowed down. Pretty much not what they... a stark contrast from how they won their first round, which was like hyper-aggression down one of the lanes. But obviously sitting on site is not really doing them much justice. Here we go. I mean, going into round number 7 right now, Skybird goes down, sees nothing.
Ooh, sneaky wiki, but you wanna know something? There's no one there. They're literally just not playing as aggressive as they would normally do, which, I mean, props to them. The discipline is there for REY Esports, but that just kind of means that YARI Esports prepared for an aggressive team and they just kind of beating them at their own game, which is, you know, the discipline to just slowly push in and wait for it, which is one thing that I'm so surprised because REY completely caught them by surprise the first time, and I don't know why they're not doing it. There we go, the aggression coming in now, one at a time, Clan coming in, nicely done. Picks it out with the Sheriff. Nice pick up here from the side of Dani, and now we're gonna return to a weird situation for Jay as he picks around the corner, waiting down there. They have seen the legs down, but it's not gonna pick up that. Satchel out here, comes in, Shinny makes the play here. He's trying to force it out as he kind of wrap around the corner here, and smokes are just all over, hoping to spray and get something, but we know information for one. Clove is just sitting pretty right around the elbow, and I gotta say, I don't like what this is going on. Soap is gonna start the plant here, and I guess this is it. The post-plant situation is up.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that... Oh, Zibix does see a couple of... Okay, here we go. Viper's Pit.
The pit. Oh! From where? From where, Marky?
Okay, yo, my bad, G. I wasn't familiar with your game like that.
Like, damn, you know what? I want you on my dream team. Like, god damn, do you want to aim better? Like, nah, just don't aim. Just call them out where they are.
Yeah, just jump and shoot them through smoke. So I mean, a little bit of unlucky. But REY do have the Viper's Pit, the REY Showstopper, and the Clove ultimate ability online.
Not dead yet.
Yeah, it's not over. It's not over for them yet.
Now right now though, we have this interesting pit to stop them off. You know, I really like this pit given there's only one place you can go through here. Treasure coming out here for the side of Gecko, and we are going to see whether Marky can really take a play here. Paranoia coming out now, and we are going to make the play here coming around. Marky's going to pick up one for Clan, turns around here and get Maui here, and this is going to be it. Side is there for the taking, regardless of how many ultimates they use. Dani picking up a solo, and to Zipix here. Last player standing. Clove, you have a Vandal. My suggestion, take a break now, back away. You want to save this one. Tries to give out, and unfortunately goes down to Marky. What an aggression! I did not have time to give you any room to speak here, but Nini, thoughts and prayers. Please.
I mean, that was beautifully well read. They saw that they had the Viper's Pit, that Rey had the Viper's Pit, and they had the Gecko ult. And so when you've got the Viper's Pit and the Gecko ult is a direct counter to it. Just send ult in, and it forces Clam to just run out, and got detained, and then that's just how they took the side. I mean, one person solo in the Viper's Pit is a bit concerning, though. But we are now getting a change in setup from Rey. Rey, Zipix, and Solo are going to be exploring a little bit towards Shower, just like last time. And it looks like they may be, yeah, they're trying to farm the Gecko ult. They're just Zipix holding for a little bit longer this time. And we also have 2 players in Hookah as well. Just trying to look for something to be done. Sop is just holding this, and Solo. Rocky.
Oh, you want to call that? You want to call that? Oh, damn! They were waiting for it.
Yeah, I mean they've been doing that every single round. The Clam is here with a dodge as well. Oh, does not get spotted actually. Here comes the dodge.
Checks round.
And actually gets taken down by Danny. Very surprising, and they have sight again.
Now, here's the issue they have right now. They play this out, and it's not going to look good for them regardless. They have to take so much out. They do pick up 1 onto that. Maui's looking a little bit happier after that. Hopefully, he has a free pickup for himself here. You know, a little bit of a, shopping spree with that one. But the question is, do you really want to fight this? And from somewhere, nowhere, anywhere, another pickup onto Hex, which I feel like was super unwarranted. Like, YARI could have just stayed still at this point. They have everything they need in this zone. And right now, it is a choice better. They want to push 2 together. They are definitely not going to get the plant off right now. But,
1 enemy remaining.
I mean, this is... Okay, fine. They get a trade, sure. But what's going to happen here is that they're just going to have to take this L and move on. Because clearly, situation doesn't look great for them. But with what YARI's doing, it is crazy to tell me that, he's got everything on the loadout. YARI is crazy coming into this with 7 points up from them.
Yeah, I mean, YARI is actually just winning so many early gunfights right now. Whether it's Rey kind of taking like really deep peaks, or Rey just like playing one person onto one lane of the map and getting absolutely run down. I mean, YARI are playing so well right now, and I mean, Rey are also getting a bit unlucky, but that doesn't mean to say that YARI is playing, bad and getting lucky. No. They are playing this very, very well, and we're seeing actually Clove come down and take a more aggressive fight, which is typically not what you'd see a normal smoker doing.
I mean, what's the point of smokes when you have someone like Marky just going insane through them? I mean, it definitely makes sense for them to just try and force it. They do have the not dead yet here, and fortunately enough, at least they saved 1 player. They're back at it again, and now he has to get 1 kill in order to live here. I'm not sure you're gonna find that, because Clove, time's running out, and unfortunately for them, well, here he goes.
Actually, kind of a questionable position to die in right there. I mean, you can't even... I mean, yeah, there is Viper on A side, and the information was collected that nobody is B, so they kind of were able to gamble stack A, sort of over to B side just in case. And Yavi just taking a little bit of a reset in spawn here. Solo just kind of making his way, very wary that someone could be walked up onto B. And actually, this is going to be useful for Solo because his own Clove, Jay, can actually smoke for him still.
Ooh. Information is great now. Dizzy coming out. They're gonna just shrink everything else. Showstopper out for the count. And are we gonna see something? No, time is running out. Waiting for opportunity. Nothing to be found, unfortunately. Zipix and Clem is actually wrapped around the corner here. They are going to see Marky in just a little bit here if Marky was just going to stay there. But obviously, alarm bot going to come out here. They have information for 1 with, of course, Solo just at the other side of the map. Nades are coming out here. They aren't going to get any information past that. They're just hoping to stop-gap them right here, right now. No way they want to let them go through this entire area. This choke point is theirs for the taking, and now they are stuck. Wraps around the corner here. Marky is going to see they come around. Satchel out here. The short fuse coming in here. They do not get a showstopper. Get showstop themselves. And right now, Solo trying to find opportunity here. The wingman is going to come out. He knows information. Sees Marky potentially with a little bit of legs showing out, but it's not going to make anything work. He can force everyone to stay and maybe take a few losses in terms of their economy, but I don't think it's going to work for them. They are going to lose soaps, unfortunately, but then again, all things said and done, made it out with 3 players, so they have the guns to work with.
Yeah, I mean, Ray just gave YARI so much time to set up and get into really strong post plant positions. By the time the ults went out, it basically didn't matter because all util was refreshed and yeah, not much that they could do. We're changing the setup a little bit. Never mind, we're not changing the setup a little bit. Yes, we are. We've got Rey, Clam, maybe. I'm not sure actually. No Viper Wall this time.
No Viper Wall yet. Maybe they just want to play it slower and force them to play a little wall. But as I say that, the wall is up now. They are going to go through land city and take any picks here. They have one down right there. Dani is just sitting alone. And so at any point, if they pop out, that's basically it. But look at the rest of the team here. Also spread out. Very nicely done in terms of where they want to figure this out.
Yeah, just Dani's sitting so close. Xyp9x is just a little bit aware. They're just playing so cautious right now. Just holding it down. Oh, here we go. Flash into hooker, sees nothing. And YARI could hear that as well. Just walking up now. Oh, dog going out already? Okay. They know they're in the flash zone now. Here we go. It's going to be a brawl down on B-Long. Jay goes down. Maui. Gecko is out.
Fresh out. One.
I've got your trail.
Gets one and gets the trade. That's, I mean...
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Yeah. Although B side, so hard to retake now.
Oh, straight to well, there's one for the side here. Xyp9x able to return the favor onto Dani here. The wolf comes out and he has to wait. Clam is in a weird position for himself, having only a very weird Bucky to work with here. I'm not too sure if this is the situation you want to be in, but Soon understands that there's absolutely no one to contest. So, you know, for now you're safe, Clam. For now you're safe. But the aquarium is gonna shrink a little bit more each time you don't actually, you know, pay for it and get a few kills here. And so Clam really needs to make this work with a Bucky of all things. Nick comes up from Xyp9x here as we are gonna see them wrap this corner, but unfortunately it looks like they got 2 from the side, and there we go. Well, Clam's unfortunately not gonna have a bigger aquarium at the end of this if they don't pick this one up. It is gonna be an 11-1 situation, which, like I said, they did not need this to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Bind is one of those maps that can be very one-sided at times, but also can flip on its head right away as well. I mean, just looking at some of the compositions here, Clove is just weaker compared to Omen in the util department, but it's very dependent on Jay actually fragging out, and obviously getting use out of his ultimate ability as well. And yeah, that's pretty much why you'd pick the Clove. It's like picking a Reyna, to be honest. And here we go, early contact.
We're just gonna let them, like, you know, spray and pray here. We're not gonna say anything because I think it's fair to say that they know exactly where they are and they're gonna try for it.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're actually Rey reading this wrong. They're gonna go for an A side, rotating Rey's over to the B side.
Oh, that's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
is he out?
Rey just is getting absolutely overwhelmed. They need to take the TP at some point. Gecko plan is going down.
Oh, they're gonna try for it.
Not cancelled.
Damn. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I mean, they definitely got the right read here that the wingman was going to plant. The problem is they didn't actually factor into account the other players. They are going to pick out one per side here. Marky able to pick Jay up. But Sops, waiting around the corner, has to see Xyp9x here. And unfortunately, just not ready for the swing. And this is going to be it. They have information 1, but they cannot force this. Maui going to try his best here, but fortunate Sops returning that favor for them. One player left onto Clam. Unfortunately, he's gonna lose as well. 11-1 right now. YARI Esports taking this one up-handedly. Which, by the way, YARI Esports, again, one of the new teams coming into the Reyna's tournament series. And so, this is quite the shocker for them. REY Esports needs to really pick it up here because they've got a lot of games to work through.
Yeah, I mean, of course it is only the first game of the first match, but... Oh yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. I don't know what's happening with them. Oh, we're going for a full 5-stack on A. Just gamble it for one more round, at least for... I mean, yeah, just to at least get some stuff on the board. Obviously, YARI are doing the same. Just 5-stack versus 5-stack. Let's do this.
Alright, I mean, right away, early on, trying to get something, does not see any information coming out here. Jay is just going to throw out her mystical iPad here, throw smoke down, and they're able to try and walk into B side sneakily here. Hawk is out, does not find one. They do see Sob here, picking up one of the Zots. Xyp9x is crazy, insane. YARI for 1 on Jay. And now, right now, they have information for 2. Situation looks bad. Round the corner here, takes one, a second one. Nice beautiful Marky heading down. Solo going for 2 right now. Dizzy is now out and ready to go. Now we're seeing whether we can get more information here as the wingman comes out. Solo is the last player on his team here against a lone and low HP. Stikes here. Waiting for information. Oh, spraying and praying. Has to go for the half, unfortunately.
One
Takes
HP
it out.
though.
Oh, he does not see it. Has no information. Out for the corner though. Solo finishing this up. And finally, YARI Esports, after 10 games in a row, has picked themselves out another one. Which, I mean, again, YARI Esports is very aggressive. We know this. Finally has the chance to potentially take this around.
And that was 5 stack on A as well, which somehow, I mean, REY came out on top of. So honestly, that was very well played by them. Finally winning that 1v1 situation as well. Very important from Solo, and very good take by REY, and very good closing out of the round as well. Going into a little bit of a normal setup from YARI this time. We're going to see an aggro push from REY into Hooker. Danny looking to get one.
What's new? I don't know how many they saw from that, but can't be that many, right? As they have information for 2 right now. Satchel coming out here, turns around corner. Danny picks up 1 for himself, and unfortunately gonna get taken down by that. Jay goes 1 for 1 as well here, Solo for 1, and there he goes. The next one coming in, Marky is in a very weird position in the teleport room, and is unable to do anything. Hookah is just locked out from him altogether. Marky is gonna sit down there and wait forever. Does not see anything, tries to go for it. Nicely done. Clam taking a return favor after all of that beating he took.
Yeah, we're gonna see, yeah. Closing out the round by Clam. Well played, getting that kill on Marky as well, not letting the Outlaw get any damage down. So, yeah, I mean, it's the 3rd round on the board for REY. So, looking a little bit hopeful for them, just as they take it round by round at this point. Yeah, I think YARI just moving one more player over to A side. They're just predicting a little bit of a hit, or maybe just trying to hold it down a little bit stronger. But Rave got the read. They're hitting the site right now.
Hey, you know what? They need this read to be working out. They want to get themselves back onto the game here. They have a lot of games to pick themselves out. They have information for 1 here, as Soft is able to find out where the wolf is. And I believe he saw another set of legs at the very back end here. So, information for 2. Right now, the question is REY going to force this? And the answer is yes, they're absolutely going to. They are REY Esports going aggression and aggressively whacking into that wall until it breaks is the aim of the game for them. As they now wait for an opportunity to do it, they are waiting for a rotate maybe before they try and storm back into B.
Yeah, just kind of just chilling outside of long here, waiting for the dog. Oh, and does spot 2, I think.
I think too.
Yeah.
I think too.
Yeah. They spot the sky anyway, and when you see a sky, you know there's a raise close by. So, I mean, they're not really rotating though. They're not budging.
I mean, maybe that's the discipline. I mean, Ollie has been switched off for coach here, and with Kai coming in, a little bit of instilling of, his own, ideas of how this thing should work. The aggression is great and all, but I think it's when you be aggressive that's more important. Nate is coming out, Satchel coming in as well. They are going to get information. They are at the top here. I don't think they'll be able to spot him right around here. They have information for Sots being around there, but unfortunately, he's just not there long enough for them to pick this up. And now they have this entire thing all to themselves. Side is all theirs. Post-plan situation. Mari does pick up 1 onto Hacks. And then Slikes as well. Marky going in for 1 against Maui here. Sots for 1. REY finishing up with Clan for the last 2. And right away, 4 games into this round entirely. I mean, 4 rounds into this game entirely. I'm sorry, what am I talking about? As now we have a situation where REY has 3 games back to back. And, well, looking good for them, right? Looking good.
Yeah. I mean, they're just going round by round. This is pretty much the game right now, round by round. I mean, 4 to 11 is going to be a couple rounds more before they can even get on even footing with them. But this is a go A hard, go A good type hit from REY, and we're just going to see them absolutely brute forcing this. Both boombots spotting each other. Util going into shower. Zipix, welcome back. You got another kill, and that's a lot of us as well. Stike going in for some more, but there's just so many players getting mowed down by Maui. Here we go. Hacks as well on the flank as well. Clam just holding it.
Back check. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Hands were already sticking out. Head information coming in from the back here that we had a flanking hacks, and unfortunately, no amount of wall hacks can save you from that one. They were actually in such the bad position. And right now for the corner, Maui just waiting patiently for Dani right there. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. We are now 4 rounds up. 4 rounds up for the side of REY Esports here. They're slowly closing the gap. The only issue they have right now is they need to make sure that they don't give a single game to the side of YARI, because they don't want a post overtime situation, right? And so can they release out is the biggest question I have.
So I guess what YARI are looking for, because they're actually struggling from the same problem that REY struggled with. These big executes on some weaker sides, or just these big fights, YARI are actually now losing on the defender side, which is what REY struggled with as well. Although like REY was able to take one round by getting some sprays down on to YARI. I mean, YARI just have to look to replicate what REY did, and a little bit better as well. But again, they just have to look to change it and not get overwhelmed by these giant executes, because it goes from quiet to real loud real quickly, and that's what these compositions are great at, especially with this Gecko ult now. YARI are going to be looking to do some retake, I believe.
Well, I mean, let's hope they can retake this game, because that's all they need to do is win 2 games. Doesn't even need to be in a row. They just need to make sure they win 2 games before they reach 12. Not a tall order for YARI Esports here. They have a little bit more to work with in terms of the economy on the ultimate side, which is 1 Thrasher for them to work with. So, guns-wise, look at it. Full armor. They have all the guns they need. Absolutely no way they can turn this into a losing situation. They have the advantage with the Thrasher as well, so it really comes down to where they can make it work. Maui does have information for 1 here onto Gecko here, with that little bit of noxious poison coming around from the corner, and situation just looks very good. They have to wait it out and see if they can turn this around, but choosing to play patient and just spread their resources a little bit. Get some information before they make a play.
Yeah,
Pressure's
I mean, REY have read this very well, dodging the trap play. That is the Gecko ult and the Paranoia down from YARI as well, making them force so much util. Trying to jiggle the angle a little bit dangerous as well. That one way not really helping them much. Here we go, ult number 2. Through the TP.
Through the TP?
Oh, both players are actually detained as well.
Nicely done, 1! Clam for 2! They do pick out Jay, but Clam for 2! They kicked out the wrong player here. And right now, it definitely looks like REY Esports has this one in the bag here. 30 seconds, they have to force 1 last rotate if they want to do something. It is now. Rhymes around the corner, 2 showers here, and they have information that everyone is dogpiling it there. REY Esports just running this one down a bit, and they might be able to make something work here. Pushing it out here, it looks like Haven's just knocked off, and then Marky has to wait a little bit to come in, but the pit is now up and ready to go, which I didn't realize they have the showstopper coming in here. Zippings for 1 here. Yags going Maui, a second one coming in. Marky just has to wait for opportunity here, but YARI has 2 already on the side with Hack picking it 2 for himself, climbing onto Marky, and Stikes finishing this up. They had 2 players back here, and finally, the one situation that didn't need happen, the 12th game for them is now online. Match point is going to start now, and they're gonna force out this timeout. They need this out now.
Yeah, okay, so again, match point. REY taking a timeout, going to try and stop the momentum from that round as well from YARI, and they just need to just lock in now. They've got so many rounds to try and take this back. I mean, Marky 20-9 right now, just absolutely dominant performance. I was hyping up Zippix before, and 16 is a little bit rough spot for him this map right now. But I mean, just looking at the stats, it's just night and day between the 2 teams right now. I mean, YARI is just so far up, and they actually bring a judge into this round as well, which will be a little bit problematic for REY, especially if they try and go lamps or hooker, and there's just a judging for them there.
Right now, the question in mind I have is, can they really turn this around? We have our ultimates up and ready here. Ultimate utility, we have Clove on the not dead yet, and of course we have Sky, and you know what the Seeker's gonna do. They're gonna seek out and destroy, hopefully, anyone that comes their way, but that's just not the kind of utility you need when you come to something so aggressive. What you really need right now is a situation that you can split, isolate, and clear them out. And I'm just not seeing that happen as much now with the amount of discipline coming in from the side of YARI.
Yeah, we got a little bit more of a default style coming out from REY as well this round, just like other rounds. And yeah, I mean both teams, but actually YARI trying to take deep showers, very deep shower control, but Kalam is just kind of holding it. Jay with an operator as well. We're gonna see
YARI.
if Marky does over peak a little bit, just taking a shot, goes a little bit wide.
Unfortunate. I mean, definitely could have made something work there if that actually hit. Well, REY Esports definitely have at least an advantage moving into this. Another smoke coming out here. They are going to refresh this. Nicely done. Zepix waiting around the corner for an opportunity to go in. And of course, the entire side coming in. Gecko, one, just waiting for an opportunity. Flash around does not make anything work here. They have information for two, I believe. But now, the question is, how do they turn this around as REY is actually in the back foot? They lost their Rays and the showstopper as well. They are going to throw the molly out here to just stop them a little bit as Hags has to be pushing back a little bit further. He needs to through that elbow, but no one is ready to make the play. That is the problem they have now, and time is ticking. Everyone is rotating for B here, and I don't know if they have time to really make a very strong approach coming into this. They don't want to force this too long as Sykes finally gets hit by the smoke here. It looks like the play is now or never as they do get one here with the flash, but Maui trying to wait for opportunity. The Hawk comes out, does not get anything. They have information for 0 right now as they have to force this out right now. Marky spraying, trying to find something through the boxes potentially. They have the spike down. Situation is back in their favor, and this is going to be it. Going to travel through across here. Omen is not finding his mark. He's waiting for an opportunity, but just on the backward here. They don't have a lot of information, and now they have picked one for Marky, which means this situation has gone from good to bad. 2 for the side here onto REY as Sykes takes up 1, and now of course the not dead comes out. Daddy picks up 1 to solo here, and we have Jay just waiting around the corner here, spraying and praying. They do have one last player standing here. Jay coming in here, clutch. There we go here. Finally making the 6, and they are halfway through the games here before they pick themselves up into overtime.
Yeah, there's one more round on the board. A very chaotic fight on that B side, but it did go in REY's favor. They invested the Clove ult right there. And even despite being a player down as well, they did come out on top, which was very, very impressive. I mean, they just got to keep this up now if they want to bring it to overtime. But obviously, it's got a long way to go. YARI knocked down to an eco right now, so we'll just have to see. Marky just taking a little bit of an aggressive push down. Oh, and Marky's gone down all the way.
Ow!
Very nice off
shot
angle.
does not see. Oh my gosh, that was beautifully done, and he is able to get away with it too scot-free. Nate's is on standby here. Maybe you want to force it out. Satchel comes out here. Unfortunately, not really making it work. Very interesting here, but he's able to spray and pray and get Ziptix to 2 HP here. Not dead yet, which means still has a chance to make the play.
Here we go, Sky dog down, not getting anything, although did see the 2 players, and Maui's just gonna go fight it. Go get your recos, brother.
Healing, waiting for opportunity here. Marky's trying to spray here with the Sheriff, not making it work. The alarm bot is gonna come out. Maybe he's gonna get information as where it is, finds one, but through the wall here, Jay picks up 1. And now Zipix finally has to use the showstopper, but does not see anyone at elbow. But if he wraps around here, information comes out. He's gonna try to get it. Let's go, Donnie for 1. It turns the favor though. Sop is gonna pick back Zepix here, and this is gonna look into a 3-2 situation with them going in down for 1. YARI is now in 2-2 situation, 1 situation. Jay finishing this one, last one, and there we have it. REY is now back into 7.
Alright, that's creeping closer now, and that was an eco for YARI, so I don't expect they'd be too bothered by that, but now this is where the big fight comes in. Full buy versus full buy, and yeah, REY just gonna have to battle it out this time around.
I'm not too sure if it's a full buy here. I mean, Shield's not maximum, right? We are gonna see a little bit more advantage coming in from REY Esports in terms of their buys, but on the other side, Ultimate Economy, we have Viper's Pit and of course the Thrasher coming in for defense, and Viper's Pit very strong here onto defense, obviously, right? Look at this area completely locked out essentially because I don't want to go through that. And again, REY Esports, crazy enough, they're gonna walk through showers here and make a 5-man push. Runs around this, and let's see what he can make. Satchel out. Marky for 1 here. We are gonna see a lot of action, but sprays here, another one. Oh, another one does dust here as we are seeing the bird come out. They are going to pick out to YARI as Hax gets another one for his team here. Last one standing. Maui is going to be all alone. Drives around here, does not see the information. Marky picks the last one out. Maui unfortunately not gonna make this one easy for his team and falling it to the 13th game for them. There it is, YARI's first point onto this entire best of 3. So not looking too good, even though it is YARI's map pick, and so we are gonna see potential.
Oh, absolutely nothing. Just that Ray got to bring this back. It's going to be a difficult one, but if they want to bring it back, they're going to have to fight hard and they're going to have to fight good. That's all I got to say.
Alright, let's see if they can really bring it back here, REY Esports. You've got a lot on the line here, given this is your tournament as well. YARI continues sitting pretty on top there. You're really dominant right now. But otherwise, let's throw this one to a short break and we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back everyone to the Reyna's Overdrive. Now of course, when you're just hyped for a game, I mean you gotta really figure out what you're hyped for. And just a quick summary for everyone, we are back into our game with YARI versus Reyna's. And funny thing for you guys, YARI Esports, this is their first time into the Reyna's tournament series. Guess who got themselves a 1-game up lead from them, and they're now in match point. Mini, do you know who that is?
It is YARI with a 13-7 on map 1. It was very dominant looking map 1. I mean, it does suggest that, that REY did put up a little bit of a struggle, but it was 11-1 down on the half. And yeah, I mean, that one half was just so dominant. I just assumed that REY lost a bit of confidence. They did manage to bring back a couple of rounds, managed to convert that bonus round as well. But yeah, I mean, REY Esports just
REY Esports.
struggling a little bit on that.
They had it back in the, they had that game sense back a little bit for a short while, and REY Esports was definitely coming on from a strong high with that back-to-back wins. I believe it was like 4 wins back-to-back. And then it just kind of just crumbled there. And I really had thought that that was the situation that they could really turn this around. But Mini, I think you need to like coach them a little bit. Give them some tips. What they got? What they got?
All right, so looking at how both teams played it, so they did struggle a little bit on defense. I mean, REY Esports more so than YARI, but they were getting quickly overwhelmed. And I mean, just sticking around on site allows them to get smacked up every single time. Lotus is another one of those maps where sticking around on site is not good, and if you get overwhelmed, you will get overwhelmed quickly. So, on that C site and A site, especially on Lotus, where most people are, getting caught out and not being able to stop a push is going to be, crucial for finding those round wins. If you're just looking to get man advantage. Again, if you want to get early peaks as well, but that's not really what the teams were suffering from. So we'll just have to see what happens with Lotus, since it is a fundamentally much more different map than Bind.
Right. But I know, Mini, you are someone who knows REY Esports fairly well, and I would say, to more myself, to some extent, I do know them fairly well as well. Lotus is going to be their map pick, and gotta say, I'd love to see them run on Lotus a lot here. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on Lotus?
So, I mean, obviously, Lotus, 3-side map, you're going to be, like, controlling those rotations a lot more than like, some other maps. Especially in contrast to Bind, where you got the access to the TPs, nobody really plays Sentinel, so you've got that easy flank as well. This map, lots of people play Sentinel, and obviously you can manipulate those rotations a lot easier. You can make people go to A side or C side and gamble stack a lot more, or you can even have the chance of exploding onto B side at a moment's notice with those revolving doors. So we're just gonna have to see, especially because REY Esports can be so explosive at times. As we saw, it's just going to be something that, I mean, YARI are going to have to look out for as well. But both teams are quite similar in their playstyle, so we're just going to have to see.
Now, you know what? Hear me out here. I'm smelling, or rather, I'm hearing a Yoru coming in soon. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling a Yoru here. Are you feeling anything with me?
If I see a Yoru, that'd be very interesting. Because I mean, Yoru is a bit
harder
to take that a rubble control. So I don't think we'll see a Yoru, to be honest. Neon,
No. I've got my hopes up. We have Solo, Maui, and Marky. We've got the Yoru. Come on. Y'all hear me. Y'all know this. Come on.
I mean, if we did see it, that'd be very, very, very interesting to see how they'd play it. But again, I don't think so. It looks like we're going for 2 double initiator comps, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Gecko Breach Fade. Yeah, other than that, it looks like it's going to be a mirror match. Just a Fade swapped out for the Gecko on the side of REY.
Not yet.
But we'll have to see what Marky
let me cope. I will see when it's time to see if Marky can still play Yoru here. But I am very excited to see returning Fade inside of Hex onto none other than Fade, because Fade definitely has a lot of control in terms of these tight little rooms here, and so this is gonna be an interesting one. Breach also very, very lovely to see, given that, hey, How could you possibly not love a breach? All these walls just so accessible to breach's utility all the same. But
yeah, I mean,
guess no Yoru.
Yeah, no Yoru. It's a little bit hard. It's a little bit hard to take that space with him on this map. Neon and REY are definitely much more favored. Other maps though, other maps you'll get it. But anyway, let's jump right into the game, shall we?
Yeah. Please take me in, Mini. Take me in.
Alright, so we got REY on the side of defense and YARI on the side of attack. Looks like we're going for a 4-0-1 split on the side of YARI. Pretty much going to look to take that control of C right away. Got that explosivity to them, and we've also got a 3-stack on C with actually Killjoy being on A, which is a little bit different from normal, and it looks like they're trying to set up a trap play with that breach as well, which YARI are going to walk right into. So if REY play this right, then they might be able to convert this round 1.
Right, let's see. Smokes are out. They have information that they're probably running in through. A lot of footsteps coming in through from the Rays here. Picking up that Zephyr is coming around the corner. He's not going to be able to see anyone, unfortunately. And, well, that plan has completely foiled right now, and they don't have the utility. They just don't have that shock right now.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of that trap play being a possibility. Marky getting out of there, using the double satchels though, so entering is going to be a little bit harder. Danny just walking straight in, no smoke on over the top as well, trying to get a couple of shots off, but nothing much that they can see. Marky's going to look to take a couple more fights. Divix does get traded. Marky just getting one as well, and Danny and Maui one. Maui two.
Ah, we had it. Solo coming around the corner. Has a fight too. Marky's from the back as well. Checked it out. You guys get one. Oh my gosh. What a really bold move coming from Solo there, forcing it out. Maybe just thought he scared them enough to just, wait for an opportunity to go back in.
Yeah, I mean, that was quite interesting peek and quite interesting play from Solo. Not even just like giving him a chance to just try and peek out, get a couple of shots off, especially in that 1v2 there where they're just holding a crossfire as well. It's very difficult for Solo to win, but that does put YARI one up on the board. Looks like they're going to go for the same strat, but now REY are actually going to try and run it down B, do a little bit of trap play with the breach and the omen as well. So oh no, never mind, they're holding a crossfire, so we'll have to see. Gecko playing a little bit more passive on the side of C as well, just trying to grab some information, and C mount is gained.
Oh, they have C mount, but like, that's not a mounting lead for them, right? Like, look at the position they're in. They're just not ready for it. They're just kind of afraid, waiting for an opportunity to go in. And they're like, nah, we don't need this. We can wrap around. Maybe they know we're coming. And I like how they're doing it. I'm just not really for the strategy, given that the information they've gotten is absolutely none.
Yeah, I mean, even so though, exploring towards the A side as well, taking down the Killjoy tower, but that's not going to be enough. Clam! Oh my goodness. Very close with a shorty, but Stike just absolutely shutting it down. Hacks as well, just getting J as well. I mean, it's 3v5 right now, trying to retake with only pistols. Looks like, they're just going to have to die to the bomb at this point. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Maui might be trying to get a little bit of a flank going, try and knock out at least some of the weapons, but at this point the best option is just die to the bomb and see what happens from there.
Well, they can definitely force that situation, 100%. We have a Gecko coming from the flank here, which is going to be very interesting here. Hax is just going to be trying to fight. There we go, one down. Danny's going to pick up one Solo, and he's going to try to fight another one here for 2 on Citrix. And with the last one remaining, unfortunately, they just can't put that scenario into there, but at least we have 1 player down on the side of YARI Esports. This is going to be their second round in this half here. And I've got to say, again, they are in a great position to just win another one here before REY can even start to stabilize, which might be the biggest concern I have right now. So, a little bit shaky right now.
Yeah, I mean, it is only round 2 though, so, don't worry. I guess Hax is actually, YARI's just gonna go straight for a rifle by Hax, still sticking with that sheriff, that trusty sheriff. I mean, going into, they're gonna look to take more control on C again. A little bit of a missed one way there, kind of rushed, but I mean, that usual dump is not gonna let them to push out anyway. Just, yeah, taken.
Let's see if they can really make this one out here. They have, again, the ult just for themselves here. They are going to pick themselves out on from that. Nicely down on the Guardian through the wall. And now they're just hoping to see if they can make anything else work here. Subs gonna wrap around here. Does not see Maui spraying and praying, and finally has the opportunity and realizes, nope, that is not it. Hack's taking so much damage already. It has to try and at least wait for his team to go in as a spike wielder. And Maui, again, what is he doing? The Dizzy is gonna pop up, but is he gonna find his mark here? He does have the information, but once again sees it and he's still reloading. Where is the discipline on that?
I mean, it was kind of a risky play because obviously it gets everyone in C mound, but not if they're close. So he didn't even see the guys come in as well. Zipix was actually unaware as well, just getting taken down, and it is a 2v3 for YARI. YARI just looking to convert that third round as well, especially off that force, and Solo is aware of that angle.
Oh, they saw each other for a split moment. It was like love at first sight, and they were like stunned just for a little bit. But now if we wrap around the corner, Danny is going to be able to see that. The flash comes in, and unfortunately, Solo decides to look away. Now, second one coming in, Clem is out for the count. 3 rounds up again. We are saying that this was the convert, and it's definitely very much their game. They've got it. Question is, now they're raised on the back foot once again, do they have any way they can buy back into this game? Because look at their buys. Sheriffs across the board, they are going to go for an econ run 100%. They cannot afford to, break econ right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking just so difficult for them. I mean, they might lose this round, they might not, but again, that eco is going to be so difficult for them to convert. Looks like REY are going to go for a classical. Oh no, they're not. They're not going to be even using util to strongly take it. They're just going to be walking up, and YARI just going to explore towards C as per usual. Nothing much different from there, but they do have the information that. I mean,
Yeah.
they do just have that information.
Oh,
my
Marky's doing the thing again.
Yeah, okay, here we go. And Marky's in. He's blind. Can't see anything, but Clam does go down. And like I said, that overwhelming amount of pressure onto C-side is what is bringing REY down right now. Goodbye, Jay. Danny's here. One more.
Oh, no. Oh no! Walking straight into that. That's absolutely not the play you wanted to see, but there it is. That's what happened. What exactly happened specifically? I mean, run me through that, because Kai's taking this break. I think we need to understand how they can turn this around.
Yeah, okay, so pretty much, I mean, REY is just folding under the pressure of YARI right now. We're seeing YARI go C so many times that, like, even though REY tried to hold it, I mean, they're just getting absolutely smacked down. And even when Maui was going to collect some information as well, I mean, did it at the wrong time and pretty much just allowed them to walk into C-side for free. Not what you want to see at all. I mean, just either one gotta hold it down better, or two gotta retake. I mean, that's what I suspect that Kai would want from them a little bit more. But YARI has the Killjoy ult, so it might force them to retake. It might warrant like a fighting a little bit more. But REY are just not winning their gunfights right now. Simple as, just because of the overwhelming utility.
Not here, not there. I mean, what you just said was basically, it came down to, I have money.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a real first world problem we live in, right, in Valorant as well. Like, goddamn. Right? And of course, with that being said though, and the situation as is, the only thing I can really say that, may convince me that there's a chance here for REY Esports to turn this around at the moment is really their ultimates, and they only have a Thrasher to work with. That's the only thing they can really consistently get out if they get kills, but not even kills are on their side right now.
Yeah, I mean, YARI going for a 5-man go A hard, go A good type of play. We have Clam sitting on the back of the side, and like I said, this will probably be REY's demise if Clam sticks, but he doesn't. Here we go, retake. Clam just backing off so far deep though, getting a little bit of chip damage off onto some of the YARI players, but not anything that is really worth mentioning. That Nightfall is going to go out, Breach ult and Killjoy ultimate is available to stall out REY. for a little bit. So if Rey want to win this round, they need to go for a mega fast retake, force those ults earlier out into the round. Here we go. That's the breach ultimate going down, stalling them for a little bit, and Rey just stuck so far back. Here we go. Gecko ultimate.
Treasure does C for 2 here, maybe 3 for one corner, but Danny's going to turn this around. The lockdown is going to be popped down onto the attacker side, and now Showstopper coming in, takes out 1 for the side. REY Esports looking much more dominant here. Danny and Salt's going to pick up 1 of themselves here. 3 players to 2 here. He's going to try and find something here. Find his mark against Maui here. 3 player 2 situation is now down, but Danny picks out another one, and Salt's with a knife kill returning from there. Can we just talk about a knife kill? I don't really want to finish this one. How did he get a knife kill of all things? What happened? What happened there?
Yeah, I don't know. That lockdown went down. Everyone got detained, and I mean, YARI's breach just ran in and smacked the living hell out of that, out of solo right there.
What
I mean,
EM play, like that's gonna shatter the mental like so hard. Like damn.
Absolutely, but I mean, that is what YARI are doing right now. It is a mental game right now, and honestly, it is a mental and pressure game, because YARI are just being so explosive. They had so many ultimates just to convert that 5th round as well. REY should be relieved that they did get all of the ultimates out. Going for another trap play, but obviously YARI are aware of this, but Maki is sticking.
Traded, and now we're gonna turn this around. Maui going down as well, so it's gonna take this Maui down, obviously. But of course, we turn around. Hack's gonna look through the smoke here, and there we go. Jay's down for the count as well. They have the ultimate ult themselves. Players count right now. REY Esports with 2, YARI with 4. Numbers definitely on YARI's side here, but 2 players still can be very sneaky here, as they are gonna unfortunately be in a 1-to-1 situation, as C side completely swarmed with red right now. It looks like REY Esports is gonna contest this one with 1 lone Asian.
Yeah, I mean, we have Maki complaining a little bit to get
Give
the
me
orb.
the orb!
Yeah.
But Marky has so many kills on the board, he does not need that orb. I mean, like, Marky, come on, work with me here.
I mean, yeah, just such a strong side take as well. There's not much Rey can do. They're losing the contestation on C side, and even when they do win it, I mean, YARI are just aware and they just fall back immediately and usually keep all their players as well. So just looking for something. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter though. Trying to win this 2v4 will be pretty much impossible with the classic on hand as well. I mean, they're just looking for exits at this point, I believe.
Oh, they do have a judge, and I think I see why the classic is the option here. But again, wrapping on the corner, I don't know why you would, as Clem takes out 1 and unfortunately 2 on the side here, with Stikes taking solo. And very confused as to why they were trying to force that one out. Maybe Danny definitely... Sorry, not Danny. Maybe Clem really made the right play to just beat him over the classic here. Maybe forcing them to try and take a free pick for themselves. But hey, that really helps them out just a little bit more in terms of their economy here. I mean, look at their buys. It's a little bit shaky, but hey, gets the job done.
Yeah, I mean, at this point it doesn't matter though. It's still a full buy for YARI, and they'd have to lose a couple of rounds before they get absolutely knocked down onto an eco. Looking at the side of REY though, the buy is still a little bit shaky. We have 1 player on the Bulldog as well. Maki just absolutely taking that space, gets his ult orb, but falls into a trap play as well. But that smoke is actually going to help them a little bit. Now he does get 1. Maki gets 1. Clam gets another. Maki go for the showstopper, misses, but gets solo. Gets Jay. That's a 3k. And we got Maui on the side here, getting absolutely stopped by Sop. And there's not much that Clam can do in this point, I guess. It's a 1v3. He's just going to have to look to get the first pick onto someone here. And
Anyone.
Maki!
You were saying?
Maki shut it down. Yeah. Just 4k for Maki, shutting everyone down. Very well played. That was unbelievable.
I guess the saddest part about that entire situation here was that Marky was on 1. Right? Like any bullet that scraped by him, you know, maybe you whizzed by him close enough, would have taken him out, and unfortunately, Clam just wasn't ready to hold the trigger down.
Yeah, I mean, it's just looking very dire on the side of REY right now. We have a Bucky coming out, 3 Sheriffs, and a Guardian as a last-ditch attempt. Maui should have enough to buy for the next round, but still 0-7 right now. Killjoy ultimate on the side of REY Esports should allow them to stall just for a little bit of time. Maki doing that typical C side take, and they are still doing the trap play. And yeah, they just ran away. They got away from it again.
They got away.
I mean,
little do you know, the trap play is actually a conditioning method. Like eventually, they're just not gonna see it coming. But as of right now, you know, we'll just continue to look and let them cope around it. You know, I'm gonna continue coping as well. Clem's gonna wait around with the Bucky here, waits around, one for the side, and from behind here, Stikes. I mean, fair trade, but is that really enough? As Hex gets the fun down, post-plant situation happens, we are gonna see the players try to wrap around here onto the side, and REY Esports unfortunately going down 2 to Dani here. Dani again so predominant and active in terms of hunting for the hits.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know why
Yes,
REY
me
keeps
too.
doing that same setup on C side, man. It hasn't worked out for them in any round because Marky either pops off or
Like we were
damn.
saying, Marky already popped up twice here as well. You just had to say it. You just had to say it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no shutting down this man. Absolutely unbelievable. And I mean, REY just keep fighting for that C side, even though they know that if they take it, it doesn't matter because they're running A. Or if they don't take it, well, Marky's going to shut them down anyway if they do contest. So they need to try something different here because they are 8-0 right now and they've done the same thing for so long. I mean, yeah, we are getting something different. I guess 4 ultimates on the board for REY Esports, just saving them for what? Don't know. But Marky exploring a little bit towards B side. Stike in their spawn right now. This is going to be so difficult. Maui gets taken down. Goodbye.
Yikes.
Solo as well. Goodbye by Marky. Danny gets Jay.
3.
Clam gets Danny. That's the Killjoy grabbing the Killjoy on the lurk as well. Here we go. They got the B side. And let's see if
wait
Zivix
for the
can do
corner.
anything. Oh,
Zivix
nice
for 1.
shot.
Strongest player down. Zipfix has a chance to turn this around. I mean, I have to be excited for REY trying to make something work here because it's a chance. They have 1 onto the side here. Stikes unfortunately taking down Clem. They have information for 1. And now Zipfix wrapping right around, going back into B, waiting for an opportunity. He knows Stikes is dead. Does not want to give his position away here. Sacks it out 1. Zipfix is finally his time to shine. 1v1 situation. You know what? We talked about it. Zipfix has the aim. He has everything going for him. This is his time. Goes in for the flash here and he backs away, not forcing it. This is insane, and Zipfix finally turning this around for his team a little bit later than the last round that we played, the last game that you played. Now 1-8, they have 7 rounds up in their favor on the side of YARI Esports, but on the board now, REY Esports.
Welcome to the server, REY, I guess. Very nice shots from Zipix as well, and very nice 1v2 to clean it up as well. I mean, that's 1 round. Still, though, I mean, it was 8-0. Like last map, REY are going to need a way to just climb back. 5 ultimates on the board, saving them up for next map, I guess. But I do expect we'll see a couple of ults come out from REY this round. Maybe like a Gecko ult or Breach or Killjoy. Or maybe even Zipix just going to go and... Nope. Okay.
Nope, we didn't see it. It was there, it was there. I mean, honestly, we had this opportunity in the back here, but it just kind of slipped away from them. Marky taking another one for himself here, which is fantastic. I mean, all the same, Marky has been doing crazy in these games right now. And now we're going to see Nightfall come in here into side B. And I just realized that, well, there's absolutely nobody. Let's take this one for ourselves. Alarm bar coming out here, and Zip is back into the game here. So is getting this spike down. And... well, here we go once again. Maui going in for it. Michi is so start picking up for 1 here. Zipfix going for another one. Stikes, and there it is. Opportunity coming in. Marky taking out Clam. They have the opportunity to see where it's going. And of course, a Rolling Thunder on standby here, but we're not going to see it happen right now. Marky waiting for opportunity. Rocket Freeze coming Satchel in, and there we go. 1 for the side. Gets the trade at 1v2 situation. Zipfix again going to show that maybe he can make this one work. Aftershock comes out. Does not make anything. His mark. Flash coming in. Unfortunate. Kind of need to realize who's alive and who's dead, because that 1 flash costed you there, Zipfix.
Yeah, I mean, unlucky that Zipix couldn't do it again, do that 1v2, but that was very difficult that time around. I mean, both players on either side with the breach flash as well. Very, very difficult. That was probably 3 ults on the side of REY as well to try and convert that, but couldn't. So, I mean, that's a lot of ults wasted. That's going to be very difficult. Again, we're looking at 1-9 right now. REY does have a Killjoy ult to stall for time, but so does YARI. So, we're going to see kind of an A take, a 5-man towards A and a 5-man towards C for the side of YARI. So, a little bit unlucky. Yeah, but Seaside is completely open, but they will have this retake, so maybe that is what Ray need to get this going. But I mean, look at this, just Yari taking that time. Oh, a little bit of timing there as well by Danny, and here we go. Execute by Yari. Maki just using, I mean, so much util for nothing on the side. Oh, Jay!
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Jay's actually just gonna go back, yeah. Okay, here we
Nothing
go.
Weird. Ooh, a fight on the mount, and it's on the wrong side. Ray as a defense are actually pushing into side now, which is interesting. I mean, it is post plan here, but you didn't expect to see that. Come on, one down for the side here onto Dani. Dani's gonna pick up 2, 3 for Dani, 4 for Dani. Last one coming in here onto mount, and I do not see him because obviously that's our lurker all the same. Coming around for here, Jay has a classic, and I really don't think this dream is gonna pan out. But you know what? The classic and a very shaky dream. As we come around here, Marky picks this last one up. And of course, the only dream shattered here today is Dani's 5k.
Last round.
Wow,
in the
I'm
half.
very surprised actually. I thought Jay and the rest of the guys were gonna have at least some sort of a trap play for C for retaking that mountain space. Maybe like a paranoia for that box that goes on the side, but unfortunately that just didn't happen, and they got all mowed down by Danny. 20 and 3 on the board right now. I mean that man is having he's having a game
field
right
day,
now.
you know?
Yeah, they're absolutely dominant performance. It just not much that Ray can do. Here we go. Finally, an A rubble take from the side of Ray. Just a strong, solid A rubble take. Doesn't matter though. Danny is backing off a little bit, just standing there, maybe contesting it a little bit. But here we go, going to get clapped by Jay. And yeah, that's man advantage for them actually. Marky trying to look for some more. Clam
There we go,
getting the
nicely
trade,
done.
stop getting the trade onto Clam. Oh, that's a 3v3 right now. Killjoy ultimate is down. Jay goes down. Oh my goodness.
And they're able to rotate back to mount right now. They have the spike there, which means at any point in time, so long as they are looking at spike, it's really hard for them to take this. We do see Omen attempting to, fake a teleport potentially, and I did see him move, which means utility is down once again here, but we can maybe make something play here. The crossfire happens here. He's spraying and praying through that, but it's not making anything work. Aftershock again, not finding its spike, but the spike is there, however, and we are going to see if they can make it work here. Turns around here into hacks. And there we go. Sight is down, aimed, and unfortunately for them, REY Esports just a little bit too fidgety for their own liking. As we are into a 11-1 situation here. Last round the new round has now started here as we are going into the second half, not the last half, sorry.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, the last half, yeah. Last half.
Yeah, we're looking at, I mean, just another situation where Ray is down 10 rounds, and the scoreline is 1-11, just like on Bind. Gonna be difficult for them to bring it back, but we're just gonna have to see Ray do something very unexpected for this pistol round, I guess. Yari doing pretty much a typical setup. Killjoy on C, and then Duelist on A, keeping one person on B. And we're just gonna have to see what they do now. Going for a little exploration towards B. Hacks going to throw the C's, maybe catch a few of them. Oh, door gets open. Maui gets Danny. Yari Stike.
Turns around.
Lucky gets 2 with
For
the nade.
2.
Enemy remaining.
Sykes 2 as well. Clem going in for 1 onto Yari here on Sykes. And there it is, the last one standing. Unfortunately going down to Marky once again here, pushing this into a 12-1 situation. And now we have match point. YARI Esports looking to topple Kings themselves as their first game into Overdrive here. I mean, damn, really showing themselves out and putting a name and a tag and a label and a target on each of their heads. YARI is really going to make this one hard for REY to take over.
Alright, I mean, Ray have one shot, one opportunity to
interesting. I mean,
get
it is
this
post-fine here,
right.
but, yeah.
They just need to seize control. They cannot let even one round slip. Hax is going to be looking towards taking a fight.
Oh, they see it! One more side!
Zivix
we go.
just
We do
going
see
to
the
go in,
seeds.
but getting caught. Marky.
Sancho
Oh my goodness.
cranks it out. How did Maui get that one as Jay takes an over the Stinger here, and 2 on the side of the Outlaw moving in here as Stice is trying to take something here with that Stinger, turning this around to Maui for a 13-1. REY Esports taking this one, and unfortunately is going to lose this group stage game. And that is the first game of the series for them. And gotta say, it is a wake-up call for them, shaking them up here, as now every single team knows that YARI Esports is not something that they want to, slouch against here. Don't get too complacent against them, because if they're in your bracket, oh boy, Group B, you guys are in for quite a few games here.
Yeah, I mean, such a dominant performance from YARI. I mean, that 13-7 with the 11-1 half on Bind and the 13-1 full match on Lotus. Absolutely stunning gameplay from YARI. I mean, REY definitely a team to be, obviously a very strong team, but they just got made fun of by YARI in this series. I can't even lie. I mean, that, as you said, that is a wake-up call. Some things need to be different. I mean, even just looking at some of the game plans that REY Esports was doing during that defensive half made me question it a little bit. But obviously, I'm not their coach, but I mean, they did the same setup quite a few times in a row and just kept losing it every single time. The definition of insanity. Doing something the same time over and over again and expecting something to change. That's basically what that was. I mean, what more is there to say?
I mean, I will definitely put it out there that, well, I have said it a few times already on stream, but REY Esports are definitely known for their more aggressive plays here. We have seen them in action going hard, strong, heavy, fast. And this game, it just felt like they were conflicted. They weren't really sure if they wanted to try for anything, concrete here. And the few rounds that we did see them pop off were the rounds that they really went in hard and heavy. But immediately after that, you could see that they were stopped. They were like gapped at that position. Like we saw into showers in the first game here into Bind, the showers just at the end before, they unfortunately lost their first game. Completely locked away from showers, unable to force in a 5-player, allowing everyone to rotate back so they take a full 5v5 fight. That was the kind of thing that you see REY have to go through. And while you would say that REY definitely had advantage as the offense here, they definitely stronger offense, didn't feel like it was very good for them to even force it. So right now, I'm really excited to see how REY's going to adapt here. One loss in a group stage is not the worst thing in the world. They can definitely pull this one back if they beat everyone else in their group. So, Minis, I mean, we've got something going for you.
Yeah, I mean, REY Esports, I mean, YARI is definitely up there as one of the strongest teams in the group, probably the strongest team.
Right
so
now,
REY
yes.
Yeah, REY shouldn't be too disheartened over this. Again, it's all about making it out of the group stage first and then going to that single elimination. So it's not over, but again, I mean, just wow. That's all I can say.
Right.
Things got to change outside of REY.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a few things they can definitely work on. They're going to have to watch this VOD later on. But we have something for you before you go off right now. And that is to tune back in just a bit. Because at 7 p.m. BST, we will be back here live with the Bubbles versus Elysian. And that's going to be an interesting game. Unfortunately for you, myself, Nitera, and of course Mini, we are going to be bouncing off from the desk here. And we're going to bring a fresh new set of casters to give you the games and feed live. Once again, thank you so much to our producer, Ollie. Haha. And of course, we have, our observer, Peng, who was also here just moments ago before he had to leave. But otherwise, production, we are all done, set, ready to go. Casters, we are ready to give you the news live as it goes along. And we're going to take our leave right now for the next game to be set and ready to go. And we'll see you in a bit. Mini, any last words?
Yeah, just thank you guys for tuning in. I mean, me and Ryan won't see you guys, but the Reynas will see you guys in hopefully future streams. Keep your eyes glued to the screen for each stream that we keep having, and some of these games are going to be absolutely magnificent. No bias, but Team Prolific is playing tomorrow. That's what I heard. So, gotta tune in for that one.
Well, in that case, we will see you all in the next game with Bubbles vs Elysian at 7 p.m. BST, same place. So, goodbye and have a great one, agents.
I need to watch out for this people holding his angle. Oh my word! Yo, forced
ring and does do so with an updraft. Wolverine not expecting the second one there. Lewis still with the blade storm is going crazy.
He's gonna drop down the operator and pick up the Vandal in the last round and care. He is not able to get anyone as the counter clash is there. And but the deadlock tries to steal his teammate away, but he's gonna be surviving immediately with the team play. He's just gonna deal some damage, but he's gonna be easily taken out. And OOT just way too aggressive. Ay.
Oh, I see the vision.